So this one filmmaker, Luke Forsyth, I hope I pronounced your name right, made a video kind of talking about like the gear that he uses on his shoots. And it made me want to make like a part 2 of the video I made some time ago called What's the Gear I Use, or What's in the Box. It's the gear that I always make sure is charged, packed, formatted, whatever, ready to go for the shoots. And I kind of tried to only use that equipment, but it mostly revolves the A7 IV. The two primary lenses that I use is the 24-70 from Sigma. That is the main working lens for me. For photos, it's usually the Sigma 51.4. I absolutely love this lens. It's great. Now, to power my A7 IV, I have found that the small rig batteries, they don't last as long as these the original batteries. But I find like they're super comparable. They're better than the RAV power batteries that I also have. Comes with this nice little charger, and when you plug it in, even if it's just a battery, it'll illuminate and tell you, hey, this battery has this much power. That's kind of nice. I really like it. I have another charger that I just kind of thrown away that wasn't made by Small Rig simply because it didn't do that, and that's very nice. Another convenient thing is that it has the USB built into it. I use USB-C, so I don't bother with it, but at least you have that backup. When you're traveling, it's kind of nice to have less cables. This is kind of like the backup of the backup. I always make sure it's in the bag or in my box because I know it has 2 batteries and it has 2 SD cards. So as long as that's there, I can still make a day. One thing about the Sigma 24-70 is that it's an 82mm front threads. So I did get a step-up filter for my Sigma 50mm, but mainly it's because I can have my SLR Magic variable ND filter on the front of my lens should I need to control some light. That is my favorite ND filter. It works for what I needed to. I find that the color casting is minimal, and the only time I've seen it vignette is when I had it maxed out and I had, I think, a 20mm lens on it. I'm not sure, I can't remember right now. But generally, I don't experience the cross hatching with it, so I'm very happy with it. I did buy an earth filter, just so when I go hiking or when I go just kind of like around town, I can keep this with me. And still, it is also an 82mm. I just feel like I won't cry too much if I break this one. I just about always use my Atomos monitor. This is the Ninja V. If I'm not using this monitor, I am using that monitor, which is a Shinobi. One of them is going to be on the camera depending on the shoot. What do I do for audio? So if the audio team's there, it's this Rode Micro, just so I can get a little bit better. It's just so I can get a little bit better scratch audio. If it's something for me, kind of like run and gun, just to get a little bit better than that audio, it is this Rode. I don't even know what it's called. I got it some time ago, but it's this mic. It's a little bit better than that one. I am upgrading that to some Sennheiser mics that I bought recently, but my go-to solution is just using this mic right here on my chest, the Tentacle Sync or the Tentacle Track Sync E. I have written on here Wiley, and I put a piece of tape over it so it doesn't go away, or like if water or whatever gets on it, it doesn't go away. So the tape just protects it. And then I have a timecode box going into the camera so I can just sync it and make my life easier. I do want to throw a couple of things in here that just make my life easier. We got these 2 SD card holders and I Velcroed them together. I can't separate them. I made it my solution to just have this ready to go SD cards, and this one, hey, this is hot. You want to make sure it's backed up. This has been my workflow for about 3 months now, and no complaints. I've even gotten a couple compliments about it from other shooters that see this setup. I'm like fairly certain this was in the video last time, but the iFootage, whatever these are called, Spider Crab MA3-4, these are great. I have this one and then the longer version. I use them all the time, whether it's to hold a monitor, whether it's hold a camera, whatever. You know, it's like, these things are clutch. Cannot recommend these enough. You'll use them all the time. If you can afford them, I would say get one, whatever size works for you. This is the gear that I find most useful to make sure I can make it on whatever shoot. With the A7 IV, I can do Super 35 mode. The 24-70 becomes like a 50-100. And that kind of gets me any reach that I need for the most part. So I don't need to rent anything else. So if you found this video useful, let me know. Give me a like if you like it. If you don't, I'll double like it. And then we'll go from there. We'll probably be making a part 3 of this video next year. Until then, peace out.